Hi, I'm John Buckheit, back with another training minute. I have here today Mike Perrone, and we're going to show you some of the finer points of trying to get through metal outward opening doors. These can be tough doors. I've seen many times guys get discouraged and sometimes even give up trying to get them, but they can be essential to get. We need to get in for ventilation, search, line advancement. And they're pretty common doors. Where do we find these, Mike?
You find them on the back of what we call taxpayer stores or strip malls. All have them on the back. Any basic, well, the bulkhead doors on a roof.
So we get them on residential doors.
Yeah.
On the roof.
Any commercial building.
Almost any commercial building is going to have them, and places of public assembly are going to have them too, because generally they want those doors to be outward opening, according to code. Can we show them, Mike, in detail? You have a prop that shows how they're made.
Okay. Most doors are made with a seam on the back of the door. This seam is on the stop side of the door. So one of the techniques we're going to do later to get the adze of the Halligan past the door onto the opposite side of the door so we can put torque right on the locks and pull the door out is we're going to wind up trying to crush the door using the jam in the adze. When you crush this part of the door, a lot of times, most of the time in fact, that seam will stay. It'll separate. And then we're going to show some techniques of bending that piece of metal, that straight seam that stayed. Later on, we're going to show it. But most doors are made like this. If they're not, I was told by the manufacturer of this door that if you see no seam, there is a seam, but they welded it and grinded it.
The way these doors are made, they do generally have a seam, and we're going to use that seam to our advantage. Right. And we're going to go over now and actually show you how to introduce and get a gap on these doors. We're back, and we have this prop that simulates a metal outward opening door. The door that we're encountering is really, it's got a very tight seam. It's going to be a tough door to get. And we're going to try and show you the preferred method. We have 2 firefighters, and we have a set of irons. And we're gonna go to it.
There you go. Okay.
Mike, tell us what you're trying to do.
I want to come in here, and obviously if the doorknob is here, we're going to be working up here by the locks. But for the simulator, we're going to work on a section at a time. All right. What I want to do is I want to be able to drive the adze until I hit the stop. And at that point, I'd like to give a little bit of a downward motion. You do that to bite the top of the adze into the edge of the door so it doesn't pop out right away on you. Give you a little something and then pop out. All right. A lot of times if the lock is really tight, especially on these taxpayer rear of store doors, I'll come down and out and I'll just come out with the tool. I have to go back in there now and crush the edge of the door to get this adze to play past the stop on the inside, okay? Once we do that and the adze is past the door on the outside, we'll use the jam and pop the door out. All right, so ready, John?
I'm ready.
And we're gonna try and do this. If it's too tight for us to drive this adze in, we're gonna go to another method. You have to have your plan A, your plan B, your plan C in order, okay? Ready, John? Good hit. 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 Now, obviously, you can see it's much too tight and we're crushing the edge of the door. I can't get the adze to get into that tight seam. So we're gonna use, the blade of the axe is a lot sharper. He's gonna use this to steer it right into that edge. And I'm gonna drive that in. If I get that axe in, we're gonna be home free. We just have to do a couple more steps after that. Ready, John?
Yep.
Okay, good. We got the stop. Now, the next step, what I have to do now is get this axe out of my way, right? We made the dent, we made the purchase. I want the axe out, okay? What I do, it's a 1-second deal. If I'm not on a roof where I worry about where the axe is going, if I'm in the back of a store or an alleyway, I'll take 1 second, I'll come on this side and I'll hit this axe hard out of the door because I need the axe removed, okay? That'll do 2 things. It'll get the axe out of my way so I can get the adze back in there and crush down. And by hitting towards the door, it'll actually increase the dent in the door. I could do it that way, but if I'm on a roof, well, I really care where this axe goes. I don't want it to go off the side of the roof and kill my buddy John here. I can drop this over the top of it and pull towards the soft door, which will do, it'll remove the axe and it'll increase the dent size for my adze to get in there. All right, why don't we do this one first? Ready? Okay, great. Got a nice big purchase there. Now, if I'm by myself, I can crush this down and work my way in. Okay, I could do that. You can see how I can grab it and bite. If I got two guys, he's just now going to tap me in, get me into that stop. Okay, go ahead, John. Good, good. I hit the stop. Don't drive into the stop. Very important. Don't keep driving in. You'll drive into the stop itself, and then you'll defeat the purpose of crushing. You'll be pulling the stop with it. Right now, I'm to the stop, and we're going to crush this door to get this adze past the door. All right, I'll crush up, get a nice big area to crush, okay? And now, I can't get the adze past the door. This is why, you see how the seam's separated? And now, I still can't get the adze past the door. This is very easy to cure, all right? We're gonna go right in there. Since I got two guys, if John would've hit this twice, I can grab it, pull it over, go in there with my adze, crush it, put my adze past the door, okay? If I'm by myself, I'll crush wide enough and use the fork and bang away here. It'll dent towards me. I'll grab it, pull it over, put the adze in, crush it, slide the adze past the door. Once you pass the door, checkmate. You're gonna put pressure on all the locks. Since we got two guys, you wanna just tap me, John? We'll bend that. Ready? Hit it. Hit it again. Hit it again. Okay, good. Beautiful, look at that. See how that metal, that's back seam, bent right in? Now I can grab it. I can actually put the adze right back there and crush it out of my way. If it were just a couple of hits and it just bent a little bit, you could put the fork in at that point too and grab it. If it were real tight, I can grab it with the fork, bend it, and then come in here with the adze. We bent it so much, I'm gonna come right in here with the adze first thing, crush it out of my way, and watch this. Adze to the back of the door. In real life, this prop isn't made to push out. It's made to show how to get the adze to the back of the door. But if this door were to be forced, I just pull out. And remember, taxpayers, very fortified back of stores, very fortified locks. Two guys on this tool is not unusual.
So what we've seen here is how two firefighters, using a set of irons, can gain a good purchase so that we can then go in and get the locks and get this door open. This has been another Training Minute. I'm John Buckheit.
Mike Perrone.
Thanks for watching.